Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
Italy.
How long have you been in Japan?
One day.
One day.
Me one day.
I live here.
Oh, you live here.
Yeah.
How long do you live?
I got here 5 days ago, but I lived here for 6 months 2 years ago, and now I'm gonna stay here for 2 years
Wow.
for my master's.
So you're a student?
Yes,
What is your major?
international relations at
Wow.
the University of Tokyo.
Very cool.
Very smart, very smart.
Is it your first visit Japan?
Yes, it's actually my first time in Asia.
Oh, really?
Yes.
How's the first impression of Japan?
Obviously very different to home for me, but I love like so much color, especially here where we are right now. There's, I don't know, so much color, so much diversity.
Very colorful
Yeah,
sound.
and I love the style.
Oh,
People.
really?
You as well. I love your dress.
Oh, thank you
She's
so
a fashion
much.
student, so
Wow.
I brought her here.
I'm so honored. Why do you decide to come to Japan to study?
First of all, because I study politics, so I think Japan has a very unique government and system, and also international relation-wise, it's
Yeah.
really interesting. It's very unique, very different from Europe, so it's very
yeah.
interesting for me to study this part of the world, and in particular Japan, for the constitution and the part of defense and the army, very different from our systems. It's really interesting.
Especially which government system do you interested in?
The constitution was at the beginning my principal interest. Also, the part of defense and the army, very different from our system. So yeah, that is very interesting, and also how Japan cooperates internationally in international missions, like in the United Nations. So yeah, that was my main interest here. And then I fell in love with Japan.
Oh,
completely.
really?
Culture, food, people, everything amazing.
What's the difference between Japanese universities and Italian university?
Good question.
That's a good question. Italian universities are much more by the book, I would say. It's more like the professor teaches you and you just learn by heart stuff, and then you go to the exam. And we have a lot of oral exams, which in Japan I've never had. While in Japan, I think it's more an exchange between the student and the professor, and classes are much more engaging, I guess.
Do you make Japanese friends?
Yes, I have Japanese friends.
Japanese boyfriend as well.
Oh, really? What's the difference, Japanese guys and Italian guys?
I've always been very lucky. I've always had amazing experiences. My Japanese boyfriend was really nice. He was, I mean, it's just one person, so I can't really say about all Japanese boys, but from my experience, he was really kind, really romantic, really careful. He really cared a lot. He was amazing, actually. Yeah. Italian boys. You go for that. You know better.
But I don't know Japanese men that well. Italian men are a bit more forward.
Oh,
You know, so they're a bit more pushy, a bit more.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's negative as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. I haven't had experience with Japanese men, so I
They're
can't
more straight. Italian men are more straightforward, I would say. Yeah.
You're studying fashion, right?
Yeah.
From your view, how do you think Japanese boys' fashion?
Way better than Italians. Definitely. It's more diverse. Like in Italy, there's a bit more of a uniform, I would say. There's a bit more, people tend to dress the same, you know, especially between, I mean, both guys and girls. But I would say that in Japan, like what I've seen so far here in Tokyo, that guys are a bit more, they have more freedom, you know, to express themselves as well through clothing, which is nice to see it.
Yeah, probably Japanese guys happy to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. I hope so.
You are now living in Japan. What do you think the biggest difference between Japan's life and Italian life?
First of all, like the time, we go to dinner very late, especially in the summer. We go to dinner like at 9, but here we go to dinner very early because of the subway also. It closes at midnight, so that's a big difference. Socially also, I think, to make friends, it's different. I think in Italy, probably because it's also, you know, my country, so my language and everything, it's easier for me. But I think there's also a big stereotype, like people, they say that people here are very shy. I don't totally agree. Like I think there's they might be a little shy, but I think if you approach people in the right way and you're kind and respectful. I think it's very easy to make friends. People here are very like warm, very nice. They introduce you to Japan, they explain to you, they teach you Japanese sometimes if you ask your friends. So I've had amazing experience talking about friends.
What would you like to give her chance Japanese experience?
Definitely nightlife.
That's
Definitely
right.
nightlife. Clubs, bars, bar hopping.
Yeah.
Roppongi, Shibuya.
Roppongi, Shibuya.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tonight we're going to Shinjuku. She's a party animal, so I think she will really enjoy it. Yeah, kind of.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Retired party animal.
But I do love sake, so I'm very excited for the sake.
She loves drinking, so also the drinking culture, I think.
What are you most looking forward to doing or seeing in Japan?
I mean, I'm very excited for trying any kind of food because I love just trying different kinds of food and also we're going to Okinawa, so I'm very excited to see Okinawa. We're going to some of the islands around there.
Do you know some Okinawan food?
Not
I read about it a bit, but I can't remember. Can you recommend anything? Zata andaki. What is it?
Kind of donut.
Okay.
Here.
Okay, this I read about. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your cooperation. So where are you from?
From Denmark.
How long have you been in Japan?
Only 1 day.
1 day?
Yes.
How long will you stay?
20 days.
Wow. Where are you going to visit?
Tokyo first, then Hakone, Kyoto, Takayama, and then back to it.
Is it your first visit Japan?
It's my second visit.
Second visit? First time, when did you come to Japan?
It was last summer. So
Last
a year
summer?
ago, yeah.
Wow. Where did you visit at the first time?
Tokyo and then Nakano,
Nagano?
Yeah.
Nagano.
and Kyoto and Osaka.
So in Nagano,
Yeah.
where did you visit?
It's Nagano city and then up in the mountains. So remember the Black Castle?
Rock
Makamoto?
Castle?
Yeah, Makamoto. Yeah. So, in the area, yeah.
Because he's from Nagano.
Ah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Hakone and Takayama is the new place for you?
Yes.
Why did you choose those places?
Yes, I tried to try something new from last time, and I think because of the onsens I saw there was in Hakone, and Takayama is more smaller and more rural Japan, more traditional houses. So that's what I want to explore a little more this time as well.
Do you know Hakone is the most popular onsen city?
Oh, okay, yeah, nice. I didn't know that actually.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
No. Okay, nice. Thank you. Good for me. Yeah. Cool.
This time, what are you most looking forward to doing or seeing?
Now it's Hakone.
Hakone. Hakone is the top.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
what is the second?
I think there was like a folk village near Takayama where it's the
yeah.
old houses. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
Shirakawa-go?
Yes, like so.
Yeah, nice place. Why do you so interested in Japanese traditional buildings?
I think it's just another side of Japan. I feel like there's a lot of clashes between super modern like Tokyo and also the really traditional old houses. I really like contrasts, especially when I go traveling like different sides of culture. So that's why I'm really interested in seeing that as well.
Alright. When you came to Japan first time, what were you surprised most?
I think the people were a lot kinder than I thought. Not that I didn't think they weren't kind, but more, I guess, willing to speak to you. I thought they would be a little bit closed off. Danish culture is kind of the same. We don't really talk to strangers, but I feel like people were a lot more, forthcoming than I expected.
What do you think Japanese people's unique point?
I think they're very hardworking. When they have like a craft or food or whatever it is, they really go all in on making it perfect. I think that's really cool. So that's why I think a lot of stuff is very high quality in Japan, because people really care about their craft.
yeah.
I think that's really cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Of course, hope you did.
Thank you for your cooperation. Where are you from?
I'm from England, Igisu.
Oh, do you speak Japanese?
Giotto, just a little bit.
Do you live in Japan?
No, but I have been visiting for 5 months. I had to leave a little bit for visa reasons, but I came back about 3 weeks ago.
Why did you stay in Japan for 5 months?
I just really love the country.
Oh,
I've wanted to visit since I was really little. I loved it so much the first time, I just felt I had to come back.
What the 5 months is holiday or your job?
It is just for holiday, yeah. I worked before I came to Japan and I saved up some money.
So what did you do for 5 months?
Well, I started in Hokkaido in February and I went skiing. I visited Abashiri because I wanted to see the drift ice. I went to Noboribetsu Onsen, my first time going to onsen.
Yeah.
Then I came down to Tokyo. I went to Fujikawaguchiko. I did the Izu Peninsula, so Atami, Izu. I went to Kyoto, of course, Nara Prefecture, Iseshima,
Yeah.
lots of places. And this time I flew back into Fukuoka and I traveled around Kyushu.
Why you so like Japan?
Of course, I love the food. I think the people are very friendly, so it makes it easy to travel around as a foreigner. It's a very complicated question. There's too many things I like.
Yeah. So especially when do you feel Japanese people are friendly?
Sometimes when I'm struggling with my suitcase, they will help me.
Wow.
Sometimes when I'm doing the stairs, someone from behind will pick it up and help me down the stairs.
Wow, nice experience.
Very good experience.
Now I know you love Japan so much.
Yes.
So since when were you interested in Japan?
It must have been when I was very little because I don't remember. I think I really liked the traditional Japanese culture, like the kimonos, the tea ceremony, old style buildings. I must have seen pictures of those when I was younger, and that's what started my interest.
Wow. Have you tried wearing kimono?
Yes, I've worn kimonos 3 times,
Oh really?
and I bought myself a yukata.
Oh really?
And when I liked it so much, I bought myself a second yukata.
Wow.
So now, especially in summer, I wear my yukatas sometimes in the evenings or when I go to smaller villages.
In England, you went out somewhere wearing yukata.
Yes, I did once.
Oh really?
Yes, and lots of people were looking at me because they were confused, yeah. My friends and family, they all said it looked amazing, so
Wow,
yes.
that's great. Could you show me your favorite picture you took in Japan?
Oh, okay, it's going to be a hard one.
Yeah.
My friend came to visit me.
Yeah.
And so this is us
Wow.
in Kyoto. These
Nice
are
one.
my yukatas.
Yeah.
So I let her wear one,
Wow.
and I'm wearing the other one.
You have nice sense.
Thank you.
Thanks for the interview. ありがとう。ありがとう。Have a good day.